Hi, I'm Gerardo Racinas with the Martinez Tribune. We're back again with Home for the Summer, and we're here with Allie Timbrell. Allie is a runner at St. Mary's College. Allie, tell us a little bit about this season and your change from running at Alhambra to now competing at St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm. So coming from Alhambra, being the top runner, I was kind of expecting that I would be like one of the top runners at St. Mary's, and I guess that was a little bit naive of me to think that because there are definitely a lot of this team is really strong compared to Alhambra.
Yeah.
And so going into cross country season, I expected more, I guess, than I should have.
Did you come in with certain expectations and maybe not necessarily meet them like right away?
Yeah, I think the whole season actually was a bit of a disappointment. We went to a camp in Tahoe the week before school started, and I sprained my ankle like during a run, during a 14-mile like really hilly run.
Oh wow.
And so the first 2 weeks of school, I was dealing with that, and that was like a bummer. So I missed the first 2 races of cross country season, and then just like, so starting out with such a low, just starting out like in a low place was kind of hard to begin. And then going into the next races, I think that kind of like knocked my confidence down a little bit, and I wasn't running with the same confidence as I was in high school. And just like being surrounded by a bunch of veteran girls and just like these seasoned competitors, and just finding myself like feeling like a rookie when I should have been a little more confident in myself.
And that's the thing, is at this level, pretty much everyone who competes at this level everyone was probably the top runner at their respective high schools. So it's really it's almost like an all-star team of like, maybe the area or, even the state. So, you said that you kind of didn't have the cross-country season you would have liked, but I mean, when you think about it and you maybe compare it to your freshman season at Alhambra, do they kind of mirror each other in a way that you kind of, it's part of like settling in at a new place and kind of adjusting to the competition, maybe adjusting to the training schedule that may be different to what you were used to at Alhambra. Did that kind of come into play and kind of shock your system a little bit almost?
Yeah, I think so. I think I definitely see a comparison between freshman year in high school and freshman year here. It's kind of like finding yourself, your place among the team, kind of like getting your groove in school and running too, and just like this whole new experience that I've never had before. So I think, I would say they're really similar in that aspect.
Yeah, and you mentioned school. I mean, on top of that, I'm sure the workload is probably double what you had at Alhambra. It probably wasn't, anywhere near the same. Has that been kind of tough to deal with, the schoolwork and your training?
Yeah, the training was amped up like crazy. I'd never experienced any that intense of like workouts and even like cross training so we would sometimes do like quite often we would have 2 workouts where we would cross train in the morning before class, and then we would have like an afternoon practice. And so that first week of school, I just remember talking to my roommate and being like, what did we just sign up for? Like we're gonna cross train at 6 in the morning before our 8 a.m. class. Like that's pretty intense. But then it's just like reminding yourself, this is D1. This is
this is the top,
the real deal.
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself like nodding off in class and just not being able to?
So like getting up and doing early morning swim workouts or like bike workouts, you just feel exhausted, and you're 8 a.m., you're just sitting there like,
and the day has just started and you're already tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
did you have like a full class schedule, like at 8 a.m. to 3, or did you have gaps in between where you could rest?
Yeah, it was nice because I had 3 classes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I had, so from like 8 to 9 was one, and then I think I had like 2 classes back to back, and then I had a little break, and then I had another class, but then I was done for the day. So it was like I was done by like 1 o'clock or something. So then I could have a little time before practice just to like do a little homework or just like take a nap or something.
Yeah, and then, those naps are probably the most like successful naps of all time. Just I can imagine the balancing of the schedule. You mentioned your roommate. Is she also a competitor? Is she always
Yeah.
a runner? Okay, cool.
She's from Nevada. She was an incoming freshman as well.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool having that camaraderie. And just having that like motivation to get yourself up in the morning, or just like
someone who has to do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Just having that same schedule was kind of nice. And we had several what we call dawn patrol practices where we got up at like 5:30 just to drive to like a certain location where we would do a workout. And so it'd be like pitch black, dark, and we're super exhausted, but just having her there to like as motivation and just encouragement, and knowing that I'm not the only one like getting up that early was good.
Yeah, I guess it really helps if you have someone that not only can come with you, but really, that also has to endure pretty much the same difficult training schedule. So, you mentioned your injury, and you mentioned that it happened during the cross country season, but did it affect your time during the track season as well?
My injury, so I had a couple small. Are you talking about the sprain, the ankle sprain?
Yeah, the ankle sprain.
Okay, so that only affected like a couple weeks, and then I was pretty much good from there. And then I had a couple little injuries here and there, like a knee problem during the winter, which we still train during the winter.
Yeah.
We don't have races or anything, but that was still frustrating. And then during track season, like midway through, I found out I had a stress fracture in my foot. So I had to so basically that was April. So I wasn't able to run, had to be in the pool, either aqua jogging or swimming. And aqua jogging, for those of you who don't know, is just basically running in the pool, which is so tedious and
lots of
so
resistance
boring.
And
and you go really slow. So that wasn't fun, especially when I was by myself. It was nice because I had some other teammates that were injured too, which that was good. But so that was definitely a challenge for me. But I think it made me stronger as an athlete.
But what about so far this summer? Obviously you've been living at home, but what have you been up to? I mean, on top of training, I'm sure.
Yeah. So since I've still kind of been battling this injury, I've been swimming still, aqua jogging still, starting to get back into running, which is good, which is a little frustrating since it's the end of summer.
Yeah,
I know all my teammates have been training all summer long and putting in some long, hard workouts. And but so I've been swimming basically and aqua jogging at St. Mary's College, and I also am lifeguarding there just because
that works
the
perfectly.
pure convenience, and so I can earn money and then work out and do what I need to do, which is good. And then I'm also working at a running store called A Runner's Mind, which just opened in, I think, end of May.
Oh, okay.
And that's in Lafayette. So.
Have you been working there since the end of summer? I mean, sorry, the beginning of summer?
Beginning of summer, pretty much, yeah. Right now I'm only working weekends there, but which is perfect just for my schedule.
Yeah.
And
is it perfect as a runner being able to work at a runner's store?
I think so, yeah. It's the perfect niche for me. I've learned, I love the running community. There's so many awesome, just everyone is so nice, and I find that it's easy to talk to runners. I don't know. And
you guys are one of a kind.
Yeah. We understand pain and whatnot.
You understand each other. There's no two people who understand each other more than two runners, right?
So that's been good. And just the people I work with too are really awesome. And just learning more, because I've been training to be a shoe fitter. So like learning more about the technology of different shoes, and just what works for certain people and what doesn't work for other people, and just learning more about the sport has been really good.
Well, thank you, Allie, and thank you for taking this time to talk to us. Again, we'll all be checking up on you and seeing how your season goes, and hopefully no more injuries this season. So again, thank you for taking the time to hang out with us.